guys just returned from a tour in Europe?
Yeah,
A few days ago, before Inferno.
yeah, we were like 70 days in Europe, and then we landed on Monday, and on Wednesday they opened the Inferno. So.
Sounds very relaxing.
Yeah, really relaxing.
How is it to be back on the road after a break? You had a
Yeah.
break.
We had a break. We took a year off just to, focus on a new album. So that was really good actually, because I don't think the album would have been what it is without it, to be honest.
If we talk about this album, so it was a new adventure for you guys because you have a new person involved in the composing process.
Mm-hmm.
So in the end, how was it received by the media, by the fans? What's the word you heard about it so far?
That's actually crazy, because we were like, when we released Mara, for instance, we took like, when we got some good feedback, we posted on Facebook and stuff, but for this album it was impossible, because like, it was coming every day, this really 9 out of 10 and 10 out of 10 and really crazy stuff. Mm-hmm. And we were like, I had no idea what to do with that reviews. It was so many. So what we did is like we just put them in a register, and we felt down like when I had like 50 good numbers, I kind of released it. We released it on the internet. It was like 50 points, but I thought that was it, but it doesn't stop. And I mean, I have now a list for like 90 points from reviews, which are the baddest is like 8 out of 10. So for me, it's been insane. It's been crazy. Yeah, it's been great. It's great. Normally I don't pay too much attention to that, but of course it's very nice to have that kind of feedback.
What seems to be the strongest or the most enjoyed part in all these comments? Is there a pattern of things that people have really liked on the new album?
Yeah, I think they liked actually that we have some kind of aggression in us still. I mean, we've been doing this band for 20 years, so I mean it's only normal that people ask that kind of question, and I think the most great feedback when it comes to this album is that people actually feel that there's a deeper meaning behind it, and for us that's maybe the most important thing why we do this still. I mean, we wouldn't have been creating music like we do if it wasn't personal.
What did 20 years of musical activity teach you so far?
It teach me maybe that to be in this business you have to forget all about fame or fortune. That's the first thing, And the other thing is like you have to work really hard to be able to just do this, because it costs a lot of time, it costs a lot of effort, and also it costs a lot of money. I mean, I've been doing Kampfar for like 18 years before I start earning some money. So I mean, it's hell actually, and that's why I'm serious. That's why I'm still here. It's because it's personal, not because of anything else.
What do you think would be the best Kampfar riff in these 20 years?
Yeah, that's a hard task.
Or a favorite of yours?
Yeah, I mean, favorite of mine is something different, but I mean, you will never pass by the fact that the riff from Norse, for instance. I mean, we can play in clubs wherever in Europe and in the States too, and some places the audience sing that guitar riff higher than we hear ourselves on stage. I mean, that must be the riff in a way. But for me, it's something different. I mean, for me, I can enjoy the most bizarre stuff that people doesn't pay too much attention to, you know, when it comes to Kampfar.
You put a lot of energy in your concert, you're giving all everything more or less at each show. How is the show from your eyes? What's happening in your mind when you're there with the spikes and screaming your lungs out?
When I'm up there, I'm in my own little circle or bubble or whatever. And it doesn't matter too much to me what surrounds it. And I mean, even Jon and Ole have also felt that, because sometimes my spikes get a bit too edgy, you know. So we had an incident now on the tour that we played at Kings of Black Metal, I think, in Germany, and Jon was headbanging forward and I was going backwards and directly into his forehead. It's like, I think that's they feel it more than me, the pain, to be honest. But I mean, I'm in my own bubble up there, so cannot help it.
What's the story of those spikes?
The story of the spikes is like, it's actually 20 years old. The spikes was actually the first main thing in Kampfar back in '94. When I ended my other band, Mock, I already had these spikes, but I didn't want to use them in Mock because I had several really specific ideas for Kampfar, and that was like to start doing black metal without corpse paint. And right now, when we sit here in 2014, that's the most natural thing in the world. But back then it wasn't. Back then it was like, death threats in the mail, and you have to really look behind your back all the time. Actually, So I mean. That was the corpse paint thing, and the other thing was, you know, I didn't want to like play black metal with a satanic image. That's another issue that was going on in those days too, but the basic thing about those spikes though is like they came in like a specific thing for Kampfar. I wanted that to be like a solid kind of trademark or whatever for Kampfar.
They seem to be.
Yeah, and they still are, and it's still the same. So I mean. Is
it together with your red microphone stand? That's the
of course.
symbol of Kampfar.
Yeah.